Hi guys, my name is Owen James and this is my first YouTube video. I'm a former software developer and I've spent over 35 years working in the US, England and Luxembourg. Over the past 15 years, I've worked for various investment fund managers, creating systems to help them manage their wealth. I'm a British citizen and an American citizen and I love both countries. I would like to share a few things I've learned over the years. And if you find this content useful, please help the channel by subscribing and also hitting the notification bell so that you can be informed of future videos from this channel. Firstly, I want to talk about what I call the 3 pillars of success. These 3 pillars are not taught in school, but I think they're essential to having a happy, balanced life. The first pillar is understanding how to look after your own physical and mental health. The second pillar is understanding relationships, personal, family, and work. And the third pillar is understanding money and investing. It's really important that you take a balanced approach to these 3 pillars, as all are very important in achieving happiness and contentment. There are many videos out there on YouTube, on TikTok, or various other platforms talking about relationships and physical and mental health. So I will not be focusing on those subjects in this channel, but I think it's important to always keep in mind the 3 pillars so that you can have a balanced approach to life. Okay, now let's get into it. As inflation has been ravaging the country and it's getting more and more difficult to pay for essential items, many people are not even thinking about saving as they're too occupied just trying to get by. Now it's really easy to feel angry and upset as we watch the wealth gap increase between the super wealthy and the poor. But I think it's important to understand a few basic reasons why the wealthy keep getting richer whilst everyone else is just struggling to move the needle on their net worth. The main reason why the wealthy keep getting richer at a faster rate than everyone else is down to 2 fundamental reasons: education and privilege. These individuals understand how to make their money grow using techniques that most people do not use or just aren't aware of. You see, from the time we are children, we are told that debt is bad, avoid loans, always have things paid off as soon as possible. However, the wealthy embrace responsible use of debt. Let me explain. You see, most super wealthy people have the majority of their wealth tied up in stocks or real estate. If these assets are sold, they would immediately attract capital gains taxes. So what do? What the wealthy do is they get low interest loans backed by the security of their assets. This is called SB lock, or a securities-backed line of credit. Using this, the individual can access sometimes up to 100% of the value of their assets as a loan. Homeowners can also access a HELOC, or a home equity line of credit. This has 2 main advantages. The first advantage is the money received is tax-free and the interest may be deductible from any rental income profit. This allows them to access some of their wealth while avoiding paying capital gains taxes. The second advantage is the individual can benefit from the appreciation of their asset over time as the asset was never sold. Another advantage the wealthy have over the poor is that they have a better understanding of how to pass down their wealth to their family members when they die. Not only do they have more to pass down, but they use techniques to save or eliminate inheritance tax after they die. Now, how do they do this? Well, let me give you an example. If you live in the UK, for example, you can pass assets to children 7 years before death, and these will be tax-free after you die. Another option for UK residents is the flexible reversionary trust. This is what's called a single settler trust, which means only one person can put money in it. After 7 years, the entire amount of money in the trust is considered outside of the estate for tax purposes. Okay, let's talk about long-term saving. One of the main ways that people build wealth over time is through the use of compound interest. However, because the wealthy often inherit money from family, they're able to build more wealth without having to start from zero. This can have a huge impact. Okay, let's have an example. If a person invested $100 a month for 20 years at 10% interest, they should expect their investment to be worth around $76,000. However, if the person received an inheritance of $10,000 at the beginning and then invested $100 a month for 20 years at 10% interest a year, their nest egg would be worth a staggering $149,000 after 20 years, which is almost 100% more. Another way the wealthy gain an unfair advantage is through connections. Early stage pre-IPO shares are sometimes offered to venture capital firms or high net worth individuals. Pre-IPO shares are shares in a company that has not been listed on the stock market yet. Often these investments allow high net worth individuals to purchase shares for pennies on the dollar. If these companies are successful and get listed on the stock market, these investments can turn a small stake into an absolute fortune. Now, despite all the advantages the wealthy have, it's important to remember that your biggest asset is having the correct mindset. Because if you do not believe that you can achieve financial independence or success, the chances of you actually achieving it are going to be much smaller. So I know what you're thinking. What hope do I have? I was not born rich. I have no inheritance. I can barely make enough to pay my bills. Or maybe you're a single parent. Maybe you just lost your job. You're a student, or maybe you are caring for an elderly relative. The first thing you need to do is to analyze your expenses by looking through your monthly bank statement. You need to figure out what you're actually spending your money on and possibly eliminate some of those things from your spending. One of the things that can save a lot of money is avoiding eating out. Eating out is always going to be more expensive than preparing your own food. And by preparing your own food, you can also control the nutrition and improve your own health. To avoid the impact on your social life, start inviting friends over for dinner so you can save money and still be social. If you drive a car, you're probably aware how much the price of petrol has gone up. Shop around for the cheapest gas and always fill up where the prices are the lowest. If you have a gym membership, ask yourself, are you really using that membership? It's a fact that most gyms make money from members who just never turn up. If this is you, cancel that membership and exercise for free in the park by running or walking. Do not upgrade your phone. At the end of your contract, just switch to a cheap SIM-only deal. If you drive a car, consider replacing the worn-out tires with used tires from a reputable supplier. This can result in savings of over 70%. If you're young, stay living at home as long as possible. Paying rent while earning a lower income can be devastating for your savings. Once you've implemented these cost savings, you should have some extra money at the end of the month. Now, apply this extra money to any high interest credit card, bills, or loans. Once you're debt free, you are then ready to invest. Now you're probably asking, but where am I going to invest my money? I have no idea about stocks or crypto or real estate. Now, the safest way to invest for your future is by investing in an index stock, such as VTI. Well, what's VTI? Okay. VTI is the Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF. It's an exchange-traded fund that represents approximately 100% of the investable US stock market. So by investing in this one symbol, you are diversifying your money over hundreds of companies. Now, studies have proven time and time again that by investing a regular amount of money every month into a good index, you will outperform 99% of the managed investment funds. Okay guys, well look, that's it for me. And I hope this has been useful. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. Please do your own research before investing in any asset. Take care and I'll see you in the next video.